Nothing matters and no one cares. This is a rambling. This is going to be a stream of consciousness of complete and utter failure and systems collapse. And the final admission to myself that from the very inception of my life, that every institution that I was supposed to rely on, every person that I was supposed to believe in, and everything that I was led to believe has just been fundamentally out to get me from the moment I came out of the womb. You know, and everyone's expecting me to start off with like institutional racism or colonialism, all that shit. No, all that's there, but we're talking about from the beginning. I'm not talking about I figured this out at the age of 13. I mean, from the moment that I came out the womb, my mom hated me and despised the very idea of what it meant to have me. You know, the only problem with being a mother was that you had a child. That's the kind of mom that I have. So from the moment of my birth, with a person who hates you, and then having everyone around you enabling that person who hates you. So now I grew up from the ages of 0 to about, let's say, the age of 5, right? Not understanding this, but understanding it, feeling it, sensing it, that your family hates you and that they blame you for everything wrong. So then let's get into school, where we can talk about the Prussian education system, we can talk about colonialism, we can talk about imperialism, we can talk about institutionalized racism, we can talk about how the demasculinization or dehumanization of men, especially black men, from the 1960s onwards. You can talk about No Child Left Behind, and how No Child Left Behind not only fucking was supposed to help these kids, but really was a way to hold back a generation of children who may have had the opportunity to excel and be able to find and grow up a little faster and find their ways into adulthood in a time when they were still mutable and still could have been changed and still could have grown up and still could have learned to use their skills and use their talents and their gifts earlier on. So now I'm being put into a school system like that, where now me being smart, me being capable, me being intelligent is actually a fucking hindrance. You know, the fact that I can get all of the questions right faster than everyone else is not something to be proud of. It's not something to be joyous about. It's not something to admire. It's a distraction. It's a problem. And God forbid you critically think about what the teacher is telling you, even though they tell you in school to critically think. So that's the first part of the gaslight. Is they tell you to do something, but when you implement that thing, because it does make sense, you are faced with the reality that they were just saying that to you. They were just saying that to you because that's what they were supposed to tell you, instead of actually realizing the implications of, hey, you teach a child to critically think, they're going to realize if they get 95s on tests, why do homework? If you're telling me that homework is supposed to be for people who don't understand the material in the class, so they have practice at home, why do I have to practice at home if I get a 95 in class? But that's the gaslight. It was never about critical thinking. It was never about your education. It was never about you becoming a productive member of society. It was always about fucking you. That's what this whole thing was about. Fucking you. Gaslighting you, confusing you, putting you in a state of utter confusion. And now here's the thing. Most people are blessed. They at least have a family at home that keeps them, like, okay, school is one thing, the world is one thing, but come home and you'll get some kind of regulation. There'll be some kind of sense here. No, actually, home is worse. People at home lie more. Everyone around you is gaslighting you into believing that you're the reason why you're having issues with your parents when you're a fucking child. So now you're growing up hating yourself. Everywhere you go, you hate yourself. Everywhere you go, you have to deal with people not liking you for existing. And everyone asks you, why are you like this? I don't fucking know. Maybe because I'm a man. Maybe because I was born intelligent with high IQ. Maybe because I had empathy and I cared about people. Maybe because I wasn't a fucking coward and I was able to stand up for myself when people were doing wrong to me. And I was a fucking child. Imagine that you grow up like you already have this antagonist in your life, and then you grow up a little more and realize that, oh shit, everyone has been supporting this antagonist in your life. Everyone aided in the gaslight. Everyone aided in the subversion, in the manipulation of what you are seeing in reality. Everyone's watching you be abused and making you feel like it's your fault because you're a bad son. But I'm a child, doing child things, having child thoughts, engaging in child actions. And so now you grow up, everyone makes you feel like you're the fucking problem, but you're looking at everyone like, hey, it's not all roses and sunshines here, bro. I'm so fucking tired, dude. And then I'm made to feel like shit because I'm not able to learn how to work within a structure and a system inside, internally, and externally, whether it be internally with myself, internally with my family, internally with the people that are supposed to care about me, treat me well, nurture me, protect me, make sure that I'm able to figure out how to learn who I am and how that relates to the world, as well as the external, which is the world, school, teachers, jobs, everyone pretty much making you feel like you're just wrong. Making you feel like you don't understand. Making you feel like you're because everyone else is willing to deal with this shitty program. Because you aren't willing to deal with this shitty program, because you're able to look at it for what the fuck it is, a fucked up system. Because everyone else is able to have what they need out of the system. Fuck you. And when you develop a level of hatred, but you're also empathetic, and you also are sensitive, and you also don't like that you feel that way, but you hate everybody. Because when you needed them, they all said, fuck you. And they may not have thought they said, fuck you. But whenever you call out for help, and the people who are supposed to help you don't help you, you might as well have been told, fuck you. Man, fuck this system, fuck this world, fuck America, fuck all this shit, man. Fuck my family, fuck all that. Because when it really came down to it, when I told y'all what I needed, none of y'all gave a fuck. So why the fuck should I care now? Why should I care? What am I working for? You have to work to survive, but what if surviving is painful? What if surviving is pain? What if surviving is just prolonging the same perpetual bullshit that you were born into? Born into. Because at least when you have a family structure that's strong and cares about you, you can somehow weather this fucked up system that we have called capitalism. This fucked up system we have in America of colonialism and imperialism and lying and euphemisms and gaslighting and all this bullshit. But when you're the single beacon in your fucking family of something that at least makes some kind of consistent, coherent sense, you're made to feel like an asshole inside and outside. So where the fuck do I belong? I'm angry. Angry. I've always been angry. I always am angry. Like, I know you've seen the line, the Mark Ruffalo line, where he's like, why do I need to get mad? I'm always fucking mad. I'm always angry. That's how it feels living with this. Living with these inheritances. I have BPD now. You know? A borderline personality disorder. I got literally BPD is the song 4 or 5 Seconds by Kanye West and Rihanna. It's like you're just constantly just right there before just losing it all. You're this close. Every moment. But you don't want to destroy everything. You don't want to do that because that's not right. But everything and everyone around you is giving you another reason. Because I ain't gonna kill myself. That ain't for sure ain't gonna happen. Because I've always said, when you put me in a space between being a bitch and being a fucking asshole, I'll always choose asshole. And I ain't killing myself. For sure ski. But I'm damn sure gonna be fucking angry.